So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Welcome to a brand new live stream, and today we are trying to re-engineer from the last test flight. We will recalculate what happened and how many days passed from the White Knight 2 test flight, okay? So yesterday we had the White Knight 2 test flight, and then, you know, it's usually before the real test flight. How many days, what we need to think about, and so on. All about that here in this stream. So, guys, make sure to follow me on YouTube, obviously. But also make sure to smash that like. And also follow me on Instagram, guys. Okay, this is very, very important. So, let me just welcome people where they're watching from. Okay, so we have people from Ireland, Oregon. We have people from Puerto Rico, Germany, Jersey. We have people from Swiss. We have people from Himalaya. Someone is writing he's on the toilet. Jumeirah Beach. We have Antwerp as well. We have Norway. We have Czech. We have Austria, Malta, Germany, India, USA, Virginia, Tallahassee. We have Italy, Houston, and New York City. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today, I'm just trying it out, but we will have two camera angles, if this makes sense. Okay, so you can see me from two camera angles, if this makes sense. But yeah, I will obviously with time improve the studio much more and more, so you can wait for more and more content. Okay, so yeah, I'm quite excited because we are definitely seeing, you know, much more development into space, guys. Okay, and I don't know how it is about you, but me as early space investor, okay, let me show it to you real quick. Okay, early space investor, really cool t-shirt that I have here. It's basically the thing that you are really should think about, that, you know, now that all the negative news passed, we are on a highway to a very good start in the world of space. Okay, I think there's you know, the worst is done. So we are currently, you know, looking into the more positive side of things. Earnings are on the corner. We have the test flight coming in. So I think it's pretty much, for me at least, I don't know about you, let me know in the chat, guys. I think that the real thing about space is now that it's, for me, very, very clear that it has now much more potential upside than downside. I spoke with, you know, friends and fellow investors and people in my Discord as well, and I just feel there's no other stock right now as of this moment in my portfolio that has better outcome than space can do. Okay, I don't know, so let me know what you think, guys. Okay, if you know, there's basically, you know, there's one thing that is very important for space, and this will be the only question. Okay, the question is really, will this thing fly or not fly on the May, okay? Here it is, okay? So this will be the main question here. So you can be definitely excited as Virgin Galactic shareholder. But let's dive in. What I will do today is a little bit of re-engineering, very simple to follow. And therefore, we will just open the first, let's have a look into the stock. The stock is slightly negative, but pretty much neutral. But what we want to do is we go on Twitter, okay, and go on their Virgin Galactic page. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure to smash it into the chat so I can go through them towards the end of the stream, yeah? So, Virgin Galactic, obviously, this is the Twitter account. Beautiful designed also with the brand new ship, you know. I don't know, the design is just so really nice. Very nice photograph, you know, very nice video that they made. And then we had basically yesterday the White Knight 2 test flight, which was all successful from the spaceport in New Mexico. And yeah, and if we are scrolling down, I need to scroll down to about January, okay? Because January was just before the test flight of February, okay? So January was the... Okay, so here we go. On January 21st, we are having the preparation of the mothership. VMS Eve will be conducting a test flight from Spaceport America, New Mexico, today and another tomorrow. Today's pilots will be CJ Sturkov and Dave McKay. They will be using VMS Eve to simulate Spaceship's 2 unit glide and approach to land phase. This is, in my personal opinion, exactly what they have done yesterday as well, okay? They flew on 50,000 feet, which is the drop height for the spaceship. So they have tested the same thing for the spaceship yesterday, okay? Now comes the very important part, and I need to open my calendar, okay, for that, because you can see here that VMS Eve heads into the vast New Mexico skies. The pilots for today's flight are again Dave McKay and CJ Sturkov. So you can see that we have done this on the 22nd of January, okay? And when you just calculate, here are some pictures and so on, and you know, a big deal, yes, and here the mom that unfortunately passed away of Richard Branson, and you know, they talked about that. Then we had the flight window open, as you might remember, or if you remember from you guys, was on the 13th of February, okay? 13th of February, the flight window opened, and then unfortunately we didn't have the exact date, and then it was the rescheduling of the test flight and so on and so forth. So what actually happened is the following. So let me see if I find the date for you just to show it to you guys. Yeah, so one day before they said the flight test update, this was the one that they gave us. But you can see that, you know, what we need to do now is open the calendar and go back to January, okay? So 22nd of January was a Friday, okay? Friday. And now we calculate the days from the really big day, which was the 13th of Feb, basically backwards or forwards from the day we fly the White Knight 2, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 days. Okay, 23 days from the White Knight 2 test flight till the opening of the test flight window for Spaceship 2. So if we calculate this, okay, and for that we don't need our crystal ball, we are just looking into our into our calendar for that. Okay, so very, very simple calculation. So if we're taking the 23 days and count them from yesterday was the test flight, that would be the following date for the next test flight in May: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. So on Thursday, the 20th of May, approximately, we would have the test flight, okay? This is just on past calculation, just the past test flight duration of the White Knight 2 to the Spaceship flight window opening. So you can see it's not really something that you can really, let's say, how to say it, really rely on, obviously, right? This is something that is not really 100% reliable, but it's a guidance, okay? It's a guidance where and when we will see the Spaceship 2 flying again, all right? So yeah, that's pretty much what we can do at this point. There's not big news about Virgin Galactic today. I mean, if we are all reopening the stock, that's why the stock is pretty much there where we started off, you know, for today, minus 0.32%. Really nothing to discuss. Yeah, 20th of May it is, guys, okay? So that's why there was a couple of days this rumors on the website, the 15th. It would be great. Every day it's earlier, better for us, guys, right? We want to see this thing flying. So let's have a look into the comments real quick, because I have seen already some couple of questions. And I was just watching the speech of Federal Reserve Jerome Powell on CNBC, but nothing very, very exciting. Okay, so John McTavish: hey Danny, many analysts compare Virgin to no revenue companies specs to the frenzy of the dot-com bubble. Yeah, well, you know, obviously the analysts are always needing something to talk about, first of all. Second, the spec market was a little bit hyped, yes. But on the other side, you know, you have this deep technology company, which is here Virgin Galactic, that is already de-risked at the technology standpoint. As we know, the technology is working, right? And the money and time that you would need to build such a company, that's why there's just 3 companies that can potentially do it, right? There's SpaceX, there's Blue Origin, and there's Virgin Galactic, right? There's just 3 companies worldwide that are really doing it. Compared to the EV market, I mean, on the EV market you have Lucid Dreams, Tesla, NIO, XPeng, now the traditional car manufacturers all going electric, right? So it's a very interesting industry. So I don't care what the analyst saying. I'm better doing my own research. Okay. What else? Harrison Bradshaw is asking, Danny, where is the Rolex? Obviously in the safe. When I'm not wearing it, it's in a safe place. What do you have? Alec is asking, Space versus Blue Origin. This dispute can influence Virgin Galactic? Well, not really. I mean, they are doing totally different. They are looking for the big contracts by NASA. Just the recent dispute, right? For the moon landing contract was very, let's say, interesting, because you have seen that it's really something that they both companies are working towards, right? Putting people around our galaxy in different kind of planets, making us multiplanetary and so on. Virgin Galactic just want to send up some tourists up there, and then they want to revolutionize how we travel on Earth, right? Point to point. So yeah, I don't know. I love that, we have this space race of this company. So definitely this brings us further to the grand vision of seeing, the further gain into this technology, right? And this industry, which is fantastic. Then Max Capital is asking, hi Danny, which level do you think we can hit in May? Well, I guess you assume that the test flight is positive. I think prior to the I think I did something. Let me just open my Twitter account. So if you are following, you should follow me at two things, okay? Twitter is one, so Wolf_investing, and then you can follow me there. And the second thing you should follow me is my Instagram account, okay? Very, very important. Now, I have put something here on the 21st of April, as you can see, with the catalyst that I'm thinking there are over the next couple of, weeks with price targets, okay? So I think that with the successful test flight, we are about at 40. With the earnings in May, we are about at $30. So this is just for fun, guys, okay? This price targets, obviously, specifically those short-term targets are very hard to estimate, okay? Very, very hard to estimate. That's why don't think too much about them. Just think about how you can put, enough capital for you personally to get into the, next, let's say growth phase of space. Okay, I think it's much more interesting to know how to put more and more money into a company that you really like, that you are have a high conviction on. Rather than thinking, okay, how the stock could be next week, next month, or so on. That's just waste of brain cells, in my personal opinion. What do you... Omar Selim says you should sell merch, t-shirts and crystal ball. Yeah, maybe I should. This is just some accessories. Whoa, here in my... I better keep it here, and not that it will break. So what else? Wolf Geneve is asking, do you agree this bottom? I guess you said you want to say that if I agree that this was or is the bottom. Let's see. Let's have a look into the stock. The stock here, over the last couple of months, yeah, it seems like we had the bottom here at 20, 94, 90, 95. The overall bearish, let's say, move will definitely end when we are crossing this red line. Okay, this need to be, but it seems like if we are zooming in, right, it's definitely an uptrend right now since then. But if it's the end, nobody know, right? It could go higher and higher, and then somewhere here beginning of May breaks through this very important line. Okay, so this will be very important now over the next couple of days. With the earnings, I hope that we see higher numbers, and yeah, let's see. Okay. What else do we have? Just looking. There's a question where I got my t-shirt from. I think it was the Wall Street Bets fan shop, but I'm not sure. I think it was that one. Wolf Geneva say, let the time build your diamond head. Then there's a user is asking, Priest CZ is asking, what is space contract with NASA? Do you think this is an important agreement? Yes, first of all, I think it's an important agreement. And second, I think that it is important. So their current contract is, I think, $600,000 for shipping some important payload up into suborbit. And this is what they got already, contracted. It should go up February, but it's just showing you how much potential there is, right? If you're thinking about, okay, there is, there is the possibility of sending 4, 5, 6 people up there with $250,000 each. That would make, $1.5 million. In revenue. On the other side, they can also send up just 2 pilots with the payload and make already 600,000. Okay, so not bad. Okay, that's why I think it's important. I think there will be much more, and I think they will also train people like the Italian Air Force. That's why it's very important to send them up towards the end of the year, which I consider the first real clients, right? So yeah. I'm really looking forward to what the company has to offer. I think that this is also an interesting question by these swagger makers. Do you think that space will surprise us at the earnings call with an update on this hypersonic flight program? I think yes. This would be first absolutely amazing, but on the other side, I think the probability is very low because they are now putting all of their focus, and I think this is the right way to do it, to go really, really hard on this problem or this solution of the, let's say, to bring the people up into space, to fix this issue with the electromagnetic interference and so on. Okay, so this I think is the main thing to solve, and this is the right thing to focus on that. Okay, so pretty much I'm super glad that you tuned in. Smash the like button, follow me on Instagram. And I see you obviously tomorrow. Thank you very much for tuning. Stay tuned. And soon we will go all together to the moon. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stay healthy and safe. I think yesterday I said something, stay selfie or something like that. That was obviously wrong.